What is up, DW Nation? It's your boy once again, Asante Grundy from the Disciples of Wrestling, coming to you guys with another Smackdown Recap. It was a big night last night that happened, and I'm here to break it down for you guys. We had an Intercontinental Championship that happened, as well as good story movement involving Roman Reigns and Big E, etc. So I'm here to break it down for you guys. So sit back and relax. You guys know the drill. I don't need to explain nothing to y'all. Y'all know the drill. So starting off, we have a segment with Seth Rollins and Cesaro. And Seth Rollins, pretty much all he's saying is that, hey Cesaro, you should be thanking me for giving you the match of your lifetime at WrestleMania. On my worst day and on your best day, you still couldn't beat me. And that's Seth Rollins still calling out Cesaro. So as Seth starts to approach Cesaro, Jey Uso comes out, and Jey Uso, all he was saying is that, hey, Cesaro, you can't even beat Roman Reigns or Seth, so why are you doing all this talking? So then, as Seth and Jey start to surround Cesaro around the ring, Daniel Bryan comes out. And Daniel Bryan, he starts to back up Cesaro and all that, but then Roman Reigns comes out and he's pretty much trash talking Daniel Bryan. Like, I think Daniel Bryan is pretty much his primary target at the moment. So, but with all this occurring, I think it's a little foreshadow with Seth Rollins and Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, which is actually coming up next. So it was made official during commercial break. It will be Seth Rollins and Jey Uso versus Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. And this was a really good match. I enjoyed this match. But what happens is that Seth Rollins, he leaves the ring and he's like, I'm Seth freaking Rollins. I don't need this anymore. So he just leaves Jey Uso hanging. So then Daniel Bryan just finishes off Jey Uso, and Cesaro and Daniel get the win. But then after the match, Daniel Bryan proceeds to call out Roman Reigns, and in my opinion, that's not a good idea. But Daniel Bryan ain't scared of Roman Reigns, so he calls him out. And Cesaro, he continues just to beat up, just poor Jey Uso. He just gets obliterated by Cesaro as Cesaro just kept using the swing on him. And yeah, like I said, this is not a good idea for Daniel Bryan. You do not want to mess with Roman Reigns right now. But Daniel Bryan doesn't back down from a challenge, so I have to give him props for that. So next we have a female Samoan match. We have Tamina versus Nia Jax. And I just love these Samoans. Something about them, they can freaking wrestle. And man, these matches, I just always get amped up when it's Samoans going at it. Or just a Samoan wrestling, because that bloodline it runs deep, especially in wrestling. But basically, we have Nia Jax versus Tamina, and Tamina actually picks up a huge win by getting a roll-up victory over Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax and Shayna, they need to figure something out, because ever since the WrestleMania win, they haven't been clicking. I don't know what's going on with them, but they need to get it together, otherwise they won't be tag team champions anymore. So next we have the Intercontinental Championship match. We have Kevin Owens versus Apollo. And this was a pretty good match, believe it or not. Kevin Owens did his thing during this match. He almost got the W, but he just came up very short. And it was Apollo who came out on top. And how it happens is that Apollo's helper, Commander AZ, I'm sorry if I pronounced that the wrong way, but I'm trying my best. but pretty much Commander AZ, he distracts KO, and then Apollo gets KO in a roll-up to get the W. And one thing I forgot to mention, Sami Zayn, he's at ringside watching all this unfold. So after Apollo gets the W, Sami Zayn, he comes in the ring and he just starts dancing around Kevin Owens, just disrespecting this man. So poor KO, he came up just short. He almost had it. But you best believe KO is going to have something to say to Sami Zayn real soon. So during the interview with Apollo, he gets attacked by Big E. And I don't blame Big E. He just lost his Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. So, of course, he's going to have some sort of revenge plan on Apollo. So he attacks Apollo during the interview. But then Apollo's helper, Commander AZ, he's just standing there letting it happen. So things just got really interesting right now. So we'll see how Apollo responds to Commander AZ, and we'll see how he responds to Big E in the future. So next we have a backstage segment with Bianca Belair and Bayley. And all Bayley is saying is that I am so honored to wrestle you at WWE Backlash. And congratulations on your history-making moment at WrestleMania. So Bayley's like giving her props and everything. But you could tell she's up to something because at the end, she just starts laughing at Bianca, then just walks away. So we'll see how Bianca responds to this. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good feud for Bianca and Bayley. This is definitely something that can be really good, I believe. But I mean, Bianca just won, so she's going to come out on top of this one. But it's a good first opponent for Bianca Belair. Next, we have another tag team match. We have Rey Mysterio and Dom Mysterio versus Chad Gable and Otis. Now, Otis and Chad Gable, once again, they put up a very good effort. It looks like they're going to win at the moment, but Rey Mysterio and his son, well, his son is getting better, but Rey Mysterio, his veteran experience just overcomes it all, and he just helps his son get the win. And yeah, this is another loss for Otis and Chad Gable. Now, they're another team that needs to get it together because they haven't been so hot lately, so I have no idea. Otis, at one time, he was very dominant, especially when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it's like ever since he lost that, he hasn't been the same, so we'll see what happens. And for our final segment of the night, we have Roman Reigns with Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. Now, Cesaro proceeds to call out Roman Reigns once again. But like I said, I think Roman's main focus is Daniel Bryan, which is true. That's his target right now. So pretty much what happens is that there's a huge stipulation that Roman just made. Roman was like, you will get your championship opportunity next weekend, Daniel Bryan. However, if you lose this match, when you lose this match, quoted by Roman Reigns, you have to vanish from WWE, and I do not ever want to see you again on my show. Quote by Roman Reigns. Now, yes, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship is next week. So, if Daniel wins, he will be the new Universal Champion. But if he loses, he has to leave and be banished from WWE, not banned, but pretty much his career is on the line. So you best believe Daniel's going to bring his A game, as well as Roman, because Roman wants to put him out of his misery. So yeah, I'm excited for next week. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Once again, I want to thank all you viewers and the fans for watching and just tuning in for another Smackdown recap. I really appreciate it. Just continue to follow me, Kevin, and Jordan on our recaps and our YouTube channel. And we love putting this content out for you guys, so we really hope you guys are enjoying it, as we are doing our best to put out this content for you guys to enjoy. And I think we're entertaining, all three of us. I think we're very entertaining. So we love you guys, though, regardless of what you think of us. We love you guys. So just join me next week for another Smackdown recap, and you guys stay safe. Love you guys.